Hello everyone, my name is Mayuri Pawar and I am from IT department. Today we will see switching techniques. Switching in computer network helps in deciding the best route for data transmission. If there are multiple paths in a larger network, let's take an example of internet. There are multiple paths available. Basically, switching technique divided into main three types. First one circuit switching, second one message switching, and third one is packet switching. Packet switching again divided into two types. First one is datagram and second one is virtual circuit. Packet switching divided into two types, that is datagram approach and virtual circuit approach. Let's begin with first technique, that is circuit switching. Circuit switching is a technique that directly connects the sender and the receiver in an unbroken path. That means a dedicated path is established between the sender and the receiver. Before data transfer, connection will be established first. The best example of circuit switching is telephone network. It involves three phases in circuit switching. First one is connection establishment, second data transfer, and third one is connection, disconnection or end connection. With this type of switching technique, once a connection is established, a dedicated path exists between both ends until the connection is terminated. Both ends means from sender to the receiver. Routing decision must be made when the circuit is first established, but there are no decisions made after that time. That means dedicated path is established first. That is, before data transfer, connection will be established first. Let's consider this diagram. Connection established first from sender to the receiver. Circuit switching network operate almost the same way as the telephone system network. Telephone system works. A complete end-to-end path must be exist before communication can take place. The computer initiating the data transfer must ask for a connection to the destination. Once the connection has been initiated and completed to the destination device must acknowledge that it is ready and willing to carry on transfer, that is data transfer. Consider the example, sender first dial the number once the connection is established. Dialing number and perform first task, connection establishment. Then after connection establishment, perform data transfer, that is they can talk to each other, sender and receiver. After communication or data transfer, connection, disconnection or end connection. Here are some advantages and disadvantages of circuit switching. First one, advantages. The communication channel is dedicated. Once it is established, it is dedicated channel. Now second one is disadvantage. Possible long wait to establish a connection. There might be possibility that it takes time to establish a connection on long distance or international calls. Second one is it is more expensive, that is it requires dedicated path for each connection. Now second technique, that is message switching. With message switching, there is no need to establish a dedicated path between two stations. that is between sender and receiver. When a station sends a message, the destination address is appended to the message. The message is then transmitted through the network and it's entirely from node to node. Each node receives the entire message. It stores in its buffer or its disk and then transmit the message to the next node. This type of network is called as store and forward. That is, each node first receive the message, then store that message on disk and then it forward to the next node. That is why it is called as store and forward network. Basically, it is a store and forward mechanism. Message is transferred as a complete unit and forwarded using store and forward mechanism at the intermediary node. Node suited for streaming media and real-time applications. For example, suppose if sender wants to send a big data and this big data cannot be transferred in a single state. It broken into individual entity or pieces. Each of these pieces are transmitted to intermediary node. This intermediary node receives all the small pieces and construct the full message. After getting full message or complete unit, then only it forward the data. These are some advantages. Channel efficiency can be greater compared to circuit switch network because more devices are sharing the channel. Second one, traffic congestion can be reduced because message may be temporarily stored en route. Third one is message priority can be established due to store and forward technique. Message broadcasting can be achieved with the use of broadcast address appended in the message. Some disadvantages of message switching are message switching is not compatible with interactive application. And second one, store and forward devices are expensive because they must have large disk to hold potentially long message. Third type is packet switching. Packet switching can be seen as a solution that try to combine the advantages of both, that is message and circuit switching, and try to minimize the disadvantages of both the switching. The internet is a packet switch network. Message is broken into individual chunks called as packets. Single big message are break into number of parts, that is called as chunk, and single unit is called as packet. Each packet is sent individually. Each packet will have source and destination IP address. Each packet will have source ID, that is source address, and destination IP address with sequence number. Sequence number will help the receiver to reorder the packet, detect the missing packets, and send acknowledgement to the sender. Sequence number is helpful to reorder the packets. First one, reorder the packet, and second one, detect missing packets, and third one, the sender. In both packet switching method, a message is broken into small parts, that is called as chunk, or single unit called as packet. Each packet is tagged with appropriate source and destination address. Since packets have a strictly defined maximum, packet switching technique classify into two types. First one is datagram approach and second one is virtual circuit approach. Datagram packet switching is similar to message switching in that each packet is a self-contained unit with complete addressing information attached. This fact allows packet to take a variety of possible paths through the network. So, the packet, each with the same destination address, do not follow the same route and they may arrive out of sequence at the exit point node, that is our destination. Reordering is done at the destination point based on the sequence number of the packet. It is possible for a packet to be destroyed if one of the packet is missing. One of the node fails. Datagram packet switching is also known as connectionless switching. Each individual entity is called as datagram. Datagram contains destination information and the intermediary devices uses this information to forward datagram to right destination. In datagram packet switching approach, the path is not fixed. In datagram packet switching approach, the path is not fixed. Intermediate node take the routing decision to forward the packet. As we have seen from sender to receiver, sender sends hello message, it breaks into the smaller chunk or packet, then routing decision takes by intermediary node to forward the data packets to the destination, and destination node rearrange that data packet, that is hello world. Now second one is virtual circuit packet switching. In the virtual circuit approach, a pre-planned route is established before any data packet are sent. There is a logical connection is established between sender and the receiver. A sender sends a call request packet to the receiver, and the receiver will send back an acknowledgement packet, that is called accepted packet, to the sender if the receiver agrees on conversation. The conversation parameter can be maximum packet size path to be taken and other variable necessary to establish. As I said, virtual circuit switching is also known as connection oriented switching. In the case of virtual circuit switching, a pre-planned route is established before the message sent. Call request and call accept packet are used to establish the connection between sender and the receiver. In this approach, the path is fixed for the duration of logical connection. Virtual circuits guarantees that the packets sent arrive in the order that they sent from the sender, with no duplication or omission, with no error. As I said, it is a connection oriented switching. First connection is established by using call request and call response packet. In this approach, path is fixed as shown in figure. First logical connection is established. Advantages of packet switching. Packet switching is cost effective because switching devices do not need massive amount of secondary storage. Packet switching offers improved delay characteristics because there are no long messages in the queue. Packet can be rerouted if there is any problem such as busy or disable link or link busy. And these are some disadvantages. It can add some initial cost in implementation. If packet is lost, sender needs to retransmit the data. The another disadvantage is packet switch system can't deliver the same quality as dedicated circuit in application. Require very little delay like voice conversation or moving images. Thank you.